Welcome to the transcription explanation of these designs. Well, technically just the top one because the bottom one doesn't have any translation. It is just a picture of an eye that I drew, a lidless eye, and I'm really quite pleased with it because this is going on the back side of the pocket watch. And on the front side of the pocket watch is this design, which translates to "We're all mad here." And let's go ahead and get to how that says what it says. So we start reading at the bottom of our circle, and then we go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And there's also this handy dandy start marker right here at the bottom, again indicating where we start reading. So bottom is here, counterclockwise goes around this way, and that's true for both the letters in the word as well as the words in the sentence. So here's our first word, second word, third word, fourth word, and then the start of this word here, our first letter is this. This is a shallow divot, so we're going to look at the chart above me, and we're going to go into the row that starts with that shallow divot shape, which is the third row. And that third row, we're going to go to the column that has two lines, because there are two lines sticking off of this shallow divot. So we combine that row with that column, and we get a W. And then we have a little guy. Little guys are vowels. There's a vowel here, here, here. Those are the vowels in sight, and there's another one here, and there's two over here. They are smaller than consonants, and they have different positions depending on what vowel they are. And E is the central vowel. Every vowel is just one step away from being the letter E. And in this shallow divot stem, the little guy in the mouth of that circle, not outside the word and not on the line, is an E. Whereas when it's on the word circle, centered right on the line of the word circle is the E. So people sometimes see a circle on a line and assume that that is an O or an E, but it can be either, because an O would be on the line of the consonant and the E is on the line of the word. So anyway, this is a WE. Continuing around, here we have two parallel lines going off to a sentence circle over here, and this is an apostrophe. Two parallel lines. I don't have the punctuation on this mini grid, but in the full guide I have punctuation. And then I have this shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, so in the same row as the W, but we're in the column with 3 dots. So that's the R, and then here's the E I talked about again. So there's the we're. And then at the bottom of this circle, we have our A, and then we have 1, 2, 3 dots on a double circle, so that's a double letter, and that's the double L. And then here, starting at the bottom, we have 1, 2, 3 lines on this M. So it's a full circle, so we're in the second row, not the third row anymore. And this line, yes, still counts both here and here, because lines count where they end on a letter stem. Lines that pass through don't count. Lines that end twice count twice, because they count where they end on a letter stem. And then this third one here just goes off over here. But 1, 2, 3 lines makes this an M. Then here's our A outside of our word circle. And then we have this deep divot. And that deep divot has 1, 2, 3 dots. So top row, 3 dot column. So same column as the R, but just, 2 rows above it. So that would be the D, mad. And then this one I put on a skew to kind of fill the space a little bit better, plus to make the whole design feel more 3D and moving, kind of like a gyroscope. We have this deep divot with 2 lines. That's an H, so same row as the D, but with 2 lines instead of 3 dots. So it's in the same column as the W, but in the top row. And then we have the E centered inside that, and then R with 3 dots, just like this R, and I put the E centered in the mouth of that circle, just like that one. So that design is "We're all mad here." I hope you like it. Before I end this video, I do want to talk a little bit about the designs I sent you and how they are what they are. So you'll notice that this background is black. That is because the pocket watch is black, and this is what it will look like on the pocket watch behind the engraved white design. So this design itself is this, whereas this design is this. It's pretty crazy how different things look in the negative, especially with the eye. Like, this hardly looks like an eye, whereas when we turn it white and put it on a black background, then it really looks like an eye. Shine is pretty crazy. Optical illusions. Let's go. So yeah, that is that video, and that is that design. I hope you like it. Bye.